Welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. Welcome back to Football Manager 2021 and Eastern Resurgence 2 with Steaua Bucharest, and what might be the last episode of Season 5 depending on how these last two games go. 2 games to go in the Championship playoff group, and we are in a title race. We've got CSA, who are bottom on 32 points, and then we end the season, our last game, and what a game it is, at home against our rivals FCSB. Which is going to be an extremely close game and might be a decider for European football, might be a decider for a title. There are 4 teams still vying to win the league: Gaz, Cluj, Steaua and FCSB. Cluj have just won 5-3 against CSA, so they have overtaken us and gone second. Of course, we want to try and get the title. Second place will put us into the Europa Conference League. Third place will put us into a European playoff. 4th place will get us European football depending on the winner of the Romanian Cup, which could be FCSB, which we kind of want to happen strangely. But if it turns out that UTA win the Cup, then 4th place will not get any European football. We want to try and get this title. It's been a hell of a season. I'd love to cap it off with a title. I can't believe we're in the discussion for this even I can't even believe we're in this top 6. I thought we'd have a struggle to, stay up again next season, but amazingly, we're actually doing really well. UTA Arad won the Romanian Cup. They won 4-1 in extra time. And look at the late goals as well. Stoica with a goal for FCSB, 89th minute, and they had a red card. Radu scored for Arad in the 93rd minute. They love scoring late goals in cup games, let me tell you that. That away goal against us, the penalty, ridiculous. Late in the first period of extra time, Dorofte with a brace to give UTA a 3-1 lead. And then Sherbanika with the goal 3 minutes into the second half to win 4-1 for UTA Arad and win them the Romanian Cup, which means that we now have to finish top 3 to hopefully get some European football next season. 4th place will not get European football, and 3rd puts us into a playoff. So really, we need top 2 to guarantee Europe next year. So that's going to be hard. Hopefully there's going to be some European football of some sort next season, but it's going to be a hard job to try and get it. As always, if you're enjoying the series, then do drop a like down below and leave comments. It's the best way to support and help the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers right now. Gaz have got their penultimate game. They're away against Viitor. If they drop points here, it opens the door for us to take the lead. They haven't. They've won 2-0. That makes it a really hard job. That means that we are going to have to rely on Gaz dropping points in the final day for us to have a chance of the title. And we face CSA next. If we fail to win that game, then I think we're out of the title race. By the way, Ismail scored 21 goals this season without being able to speak Romanian. He's just learned basic Romanian, and he scored 21 goals this year. Unbelievable. Imagine what he's going to be like when he's fluent. Last time we got defeated by Cluj, but then we managed to get a big win at home against Gazmetan Mediaș to really keep us in that conversation. I think ease expectations. We weren't expecting to be here. I'm going to go for this one. I want you all to know our total chances don't rest on the outcome of this match. It doesn't matter whether we win, lose or draw. It's not strictly true, because if we lose, I think we're out. But we're going to go for that one. It's a good team meeting. Yeah, it's fine. So, first game of today's episode, away against CSA, who currently sit bottom and could still get 5th if they overtake Viitor. We need to win this to stay in the conversation for the title. Team news. Nezovic is going to move to left wing. We're going to keep everything else the same from the win against Gaz. Not going to change anything else. We're going to go with exactly the same setup we did and just bring on Nezovic. That's the only change we're making. Hopefully it'll be enough. We need a win. If we draw, there might be an inkling of a chance, but if we lose, we're out. Have they gone 3 up top? They've got 3 strikers. That's ballsy. Just pick up where you left off, lads. It was a great game last time out against Mediaș. Just pick up where you left off. Okay, we are underway. Looks like there's some more games being played. Some teams are actually playing their final game already. The Gaz, Cluj and Viitor, and a couple of other teams, I think, are playing their last games of the season, as we have a shot to defend there. We've given away a corner, but CSA looking to threaten early on here as a header goes over by Mimic. Ismail with a corner here with 19 minutes on the clock. Sukar has risen up to win the header and get his first goal of the season, and more importantly, give us a 1-0 lead after 19 minutes. And from a set piece nonetheless. Free kick here for Ismail, and Sukar at the far post winning the header, essentially unchallenged, and a good goal, 1-0. That puts us 2 points behind Gaz. So it looks like they're going to win. If they win this game, they have won the title. So we need to try and make sure that we stay as close to them as we can and hope that they slip up. Our game against FCSB, of course, delayed because of their run in the cup final, as Ismail makes it 2-0 with his 22nd goal of the season. He's been unbelievable, and he's only just learned how to speak Romanian. What a player. This is all we can do. It looks like Gaz might be winning the title because they are winning in their last game. We just need to try and stay as close as we can to them. Great ball for Ismail. He makes it 2-0, and we are well on top in this game. So let's just look at how things are then. FCSB are leading away against Viitorul. So they are on 45 points as we stand. We're a point ahead of them with that last game to play. So as it stands, we'd have that last game against FCSB, and we just have to avoid defeat to go ahead of them. If we lose to them, they could well overtake us and get that European spot. That game is going to be for European football. Oh, Gaz are losing at home against Cluj, who have gone level on points with them. We're at half-time in our game. We lead 2-0. We are doing our job perfectly. It's been a great first half. Keep it going. But we need to keep an eye on what's happening elsewhere. Gaz are losing against Cluj, who are going level on points with them as it stands. We're a point behind them with one game to play. If things stay as they are, and if we can beat FCSB, we will be champions. That could be unbelievable. Nezovic on the attack here for us. Cross is blocked. He's going to have another go, though. Here's Grimeni, who can have a go from there, and he does, but it's straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Here's Shemer to Stefan and to Kax, who scored a few goals against us this season. Itsu with a header on goal, but it's over. I'm not looking to my right. I'm looking on the left. I'm looking at the stats. Sepsi have had one shot on target out of 10. Not doing well. They've got a corner kick here, 79th minute with Tofan. Header, and it's wide by Memic. Right, we're going to make some changes. My heart is racing. I don't want to look at the scores until full time. I just want to make sure that we win this match, and then we'll focus from there. Morong's going to replace Grimeni, and Ismail's going to move to right wing. Ispas is going to come on up front. Okay, fairly routine win against Sepsi. Very, very happy. In control of the game. Good performance. Good win. 2-0. Job done. FCSB won 4-0 away against Viitorul. They go 1 point behind us. Gazbatambadi has lost at home against Cluj. So they both sit on 47 points. We've got one more game against FCSB. It's a huge game. If we win, in fact, if either team win, they win the title. If we draw, I don't think we'll get it. I'm not quite sure about a draw because I think it relies on head-to-head. So we'll have to try and work out what happens there because I believe it's head-to-head if points are level. But if either of these teams win, if Steaua or FCSB win this match, they're champions. A draw, and we might have it. It might go to Gaz. I'm not quite sure. See, if there's going to be 3 teams on 47 points, that really messes up head-to-head. So I don't know what will happen there. That will generally be a surprise to me if it ends in a draw. But if we beat FCSB, which so far we've beaten them twice at home, then we'll win the league. I can't believe it's down to this. I can't believe it's down to us versus FCSB for a title decider. That's unbelievable. Okay, so I think that if we draw, Gaz will still be champions. I can't believe it's down to this. I actually can't believe it's down to this. This is the biggest game in the history of Romania. It just is. Final game. Final day of the season. We win, we're champions. We lose, we hand the title to FCSB. A draw, I've got no fucking idea. I'm going to go unchanged. This team played amazingly last time out. We're gonna change nothing. Okay, we are underway in the final game of the season. It's the title decider. We play in the blue. FCSB play in the red. And it's Dragomir on the ball here, and the Laru, and it's hit the bar, and it's been cleared by Radu. And in the first minute, FCSB have hit the woodwork. We've got a free kick in the 4th minute with Radu. It's punched away by Naumov. Here is Kabayev. And a chance here for FCSB to break. He's got 2 defenders to beat. Maximovic has won the sliding tackle there, but hasn't won the possession back. It's Pansiru. And Gitsa has won the ball there. No penalty given there. Don't you dare give a penalty for that. Okay, Negoescu. Keep the possession. Okay, he's gone long. This is a great ball for Ismail to get on the end of. This could be 1-0 here. Ismail, not quite. Across the face of goal. Right, I've got the league table up. If we draw, as it stands, we'll be second. So I think that's what's going to happen if we draw. I think if we draw, Gaz will win the league. So let's try and we're just going to try and win. Okay, it's half time. It's goalless. Hasn't been much to shout about really. We've had 1 shot on target. FCSB had the best chance so far, hitting the woodwork in the first minute. Again, we're going to go for the fans. Just try and win this and seal the title. We're going to up the tempo a little bit. Okay, second half. 45 minutes to try and win the title here. All we need is a goal. All we need is to win this game, and we've won the title. We haven't seen too many shots, though. We've had one on target. We haven't been as good today. Okay, 68 minutes. This second half is just flying by. Nothing is happening. Gromeni is going to come off. Morong is going to come on. And we have a highlight. It's Lukoki for FCSB. Roshu goes back to Lukoki. And man with the shot, and it's over. FCSB have been the better team in this game. Do I dare go attacking? If we lose this, we hand the title to them. But if we're not going to win the game, we're not going to win the title. Toma's going to replace Vasilescu. We've got 10 minutes. I'm going attacking. If we don't win this game, we don't win the title. It's as simple as that. Okay, 4 minutes of injury time. It's really going down. The clock's running down. And it's that's full time. Do you know what? What an anticlimax that was. No goals. XG of 0.69. What an anticlimax that was. Gazmatan Mediash win the Division 1 title. But we finished second. What a performance. What a season. Second place. But just a bit of an anticlimax there against FCSB. Everybody else had played their games. We were just relying on us to get the result. All we had to do was win. And we end with a bloody 0-0 stalemate in a huge derby. Me bigging this up as the biggest game in Romanian football history. And we get a 0-0. What an anticlimax to the season that is. But second place, great finish. We're going to be in the Europa Conference League next season, I think. So that's good. But Gazmatan Mediash win the title. We are level on points. A three-way tie on 47 points. Cluj finished third. We're in second. Gaz in first. I think because there's multiple teams on 47 points, I think it might have gone to goal difference, but I'm not entirely sure. Because our head-to-head against Gaz is better. We won 2-0 and we lost 3-2. So we have better goal difference. So really, we did better than them. We should be champions. But then we didn't do better than Cluj. So that's a whole other thing. But what a season. Really, really pleased. I'm just disappointed that was such a boring match against FCSB. That was a huge anticlimax. So that's the end of the season. We've got ourselves the season review. We'll look at this before we go. That is season 5 done. No need for a playoff. We have confirmed European football for next season. So that's very, very, very good news. But just came up a little bit too short for that title. All we needed was one goal against FCSB. But on the face of it, they were the better team in that game and hit the woodwork twice, I think. They had 2 good chances to score and didn't. So luckily, we didn't lose, because if we had lost, we'd be handing the title to our rivals. We don't want to do that. So let's have a look at the transfers then. And no surprise to see that Taoufik Ismail is top of the list. And the Nigerian bought from Norway with 22 goals and 7 assists. And he's only just learned to speak in Romanian. When he's going to be fluent, this guy is going to be a monster. And he's only 24 as well. What a great player he's been this season. Radu, left back, has been great. Bought from the champions Gaz. Gitsar's been a very good right back. Kravinovic has had a few games to play. Kastruk hasn't really featured too much this season. Gromeni's been pretty reliable in midfield. Mavungu on loan hasn't done too badly. Belenyi's been okay when he's played. Nicolaus played just one game. It was a wasted signing, really. Pleased with the transfers. Let's have a look at the outgoings then. How did Passionel do? He went to Stinsa Miroslava in the 3rd division. How did he do? He played 13 times for them. Got a couple of goals, got a few assists, so he's been alright. Buzan is at Viitorul Târgu. Had a decent season for them. Bajaziti is at Karabi. He's the Albanian we had. Gone back to Albania. Betsa is still a free agent. Mihai, a player that I didn't really mean to sell, but he's yet to play a game for Ploiești so far. But looking at the results, we were expected to avoid relegation this season. We finished second. We were level on points with the top 3. Average home attendance of not quite 24,000, 79% full, and a few sellouts along the way as well in those big games. The board delighted that the team challenged for the title this season. Just really, really, really impressed. Gaz finished 5th overall in the 30 games, and they managed to win the league. They had a really, really good playoff run. Viitorul dropped down a little bit. Sepsi, very much the outliers in that group. But yeah, we pretty much stayed our ground. So I'm really pleased with how we did there. Polytechnica Iași, FC Argeș, and Concordia Chiajna are relegated to the 2nd division. We'll see who came up from the 2nd division in a second. Hopefully we can expect lots of revenue and stuff, sponsorships and shirt sales and TV money. That should hopefully bring the finances up. We should be in a good state next season. Hopefully we'll get a nice chunky transfer budget. For players this season, then Grayab has been a mainstay in goal and played every match, I think. Of course, we do have Erez, our young goalkeeper, who's like 20 years old. He's ready to play, but I can't really drop Grayab at the moment. So I don't know when I'm going to make that change. Maybe next season is the time to do it, to make Erez the first choice and maybe have Grayab as that backup. And it's a good backup to have. It's just they're both very good. Grayab's been in such good form, but Erez is going to have to start playing soon. Otherwise, he's never going to meet that potential. So it's a very tough situation with our goalkeeper. Defence has been solid all season. Gitsa, Manalake Suka and Radu are first choice. They've all been really, really good. Midfield has been okay. Very average, just above average. But yeah, I'd just like to see a bit more from the midfield. It's always been a trouble with this team. We just haven't quite got enough from that midfield. And that wide as well. Nagoysku's done pretty well. 10 assists and 6 goals is actually really, really good. Nezovic with 11 assists and 14 goals. Had a bit of a drought near the end of the season, but overall did well. And then Ismail with 22 goals up top was phenomenal this year. I've got no earthly idea what the players are going to be expecting from next season. We almost won the league. We're expected to get relegated this year. But the board want us to once again fight bravely against relegation. So I can't really negotiate this because any change I make will be just completely rejected. So I'm going to accept that. So do we tell the players that we're just going to try and stay up again next year? Or do we want to go a bit higher than that? I'm going to say we're good enough to not be relegated next season. Oh, okay. Have these guys just seen the season that we've had? Oh God, okay. I'm going to have to back down. They're hurt and offended. I'm going to have to back down. See, this is what I talked about at the start of the season. They've gone on holiday for a day and they're back in training again tomorrow. There's no holiday for them. It's just ridiculous. Pre-season starts tomorrow. They just don't get a holiday. I'm going to have to give them one. But we're going to have plenty of transfer budget next season. Lots of money to spend on players to improve the team. I don't know what those improvements are going to be, but we'll find out together. But I don't know what else really needs adding to this team. Like depth-wise, we're pretty good. It's just about trying to improve some of these options, and I don't know which ones will actually need improving. I'm not entirely sure. But that's going to be next season, season 6. And hopefully we can go a step further, but this season might be a lot tougher. You never know. We came very, very close to trophies on 2 occasions this season. We got to the Cup semi-final, and we lost on away goals in that brutal fashion. And then to get to the last day against FCSB and to have a 0-0 where either side could have won the game and won the title. Just a bit anticlimactic, isn't it? Well, very anticlimactic. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. That's going to do it for the season. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And if you have, do drop a like down below and leave comments. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications. We're on the road to 1,000 subs at the moment. We're sitting on 933. So hopefully it won't be too long before we get that magic 1,000 subscribers. But thanks for watching. Season 5 done and dusted. Became so close to a title. We'll try and go one better, but I feel like next season is going to be a lot tougher. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.